Radical.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome to Radical Rapid Fire Comment Response for July 19th through July 25th, 2021. Short comments, quick replies. CPE 1704 TKS. In my experience, the more money is involved, the more the channel goes downhill, if anything. Yeah, it definitely happens from time to time. Can happen. The opposite can be true. The more money a channel brings in, they can upload more often. They can afford to make higher quality content. But more often, from what I've seen, at least when on the gaming channels, the more money that comes into a channel, well, basically, the less they upload, or the more games they're able to buy to add to their collection, and the more focus goes into that, and the less focus actually goes into just uploading in general. Look at how many channels that grew and grew and grew, and then they start uploading less and less and less. The opposite that you think would happen. 18T 220. Man who puts out his dirty laundry about his ex-wife cries when people comment on it. Classic. Yeah, I don't really understand how Camelot331 can make such of a big deal in his YouTube upload about his ex-wife being messaged. Like, not his wife, but his ex-wife just being messaged. And the message wasn't even like that shocking. So how can this guy, who actually aired his dirty laundry, care about something like that? It's almost like he's fake. Shane Dorman, got my hot Cheetos ready, Rick. Okay, that's good to know. You seem to have that going. Is that part of your routine for listening to Radical Rick? It's interesting, I know if I upload more often, then you're making the Cheeto people a fair bit of money. Brian, laugh out loud, I bought this last week too. Worked like a charm. Took some time to get the earwax out. I got tired of filling up the balloon and blasting my ear, so I had my girlfriend do it for me. That's a great girlfriend you got there. Someone that's actually going to help you clean out your ear, I mean, we can all be as lucky to find somebody that's going to help us like that in life, I would say when you bring up girlfriend and blasting and filling up, I could probably go in a lot of different directions and make some dirty jokes, but not right now. Not right now. Maybe later. Talking Thrones. I knew he was a fraud when he made the my wife left me video. Not only did he zoom in on himself as he forced himself to cry, but he also started playing sad music in that moment. It was painfully cringe and obviously a reach for sympathy. Yes, I think even that, he found that people looked at it and they just kind of saw right through it, which is probably a reason that he unlisted it. It's just so shocking, like I said a minute ago, that he would actually get so mad and angry and make such a big deal that someone else messaged his ex-wife. Just messaged, while he uploaded an entire video talking about how his wife left him, making her obviously seem like the villain on YouTube, airing all that dirty laundry. Not only that, but actually pretending that it bothered him more than it did just to get views. Yeah, I mean, what in the world, man? Lone Wolf Fang. He expects people to send him donations after he wrecked a NASCAR. He got through donations. I wish you could just make this shit up, but it exists. It's bad when an MGR has been toppled from the top of the e-beggars. I would say there's a great argument right now, especially since the MGR stuff, at least when it comes to YouTube, there's not been a lot of cons like there was in the past, 2019, 2020, that seems to have kind of cooled off. But again, I haven't been following that channel a whole lot, but there's really not anything out there I've seen like Camelot331. There's definitely a big argument to make that he has toppled. And MGR is not even the worst stealth e-beggar. He was pretty bad in 2019 with the basement stuff, but just different levels. Different levels. I think Camelot331 pretty much just knocks it out of the park when it comes to just terrible sympathy garnering e-beggars, which is one of the worst kind of e-beggar, the manipulative type. P.O. Box Christmas. Wood. I manipulate my audience. Do I have a wood? Let me access. See if I can find that. Wood. I manipulate my audience into buying me free toys. Camelot. Hold my NASCAR, Wood. Yes, exactly. Just like I said previously, there's different levels to it. The manipulative e-begging. Wood is a very manipulative e-beggar, but Wood would actually blush. Actually, I don't think it's blush. I think it's just all the makeup that Wood wears. Wood would actually blush if he encountered or looks at Camelot 331. I think Camelot 331 basically he set the bar very low for sympathy garnering e-beggars. James McLean, more Boogie and Review Tech USA, please. I think they're big enough. I mean, they've lost some weight. I know Boogie's gaining a little bit back, but I think they're big enough. Between the both of them, they're like 700 pounds. I think we need less of them. Anyone that they are dating, anyone that they get romantically involved with, that they're going to be on top of, I think would say, ow, ow, less. That goes into a funny joke I heard once to where, big guy was on top of a woman, brags to his friends, yeah, she's always screaming every night. And then they're like, yeah, she's screaming so you get your fat ass off of her. Oh, wait, I missed a word here. You said more of your VTech USA and Boogie videos, please. Okay, well, maybe I could do that. My apologies, I misread. Terry W. Best to do this on the ear cleaning. New Ear's Eve. The puns, man. Killing me with the puns. Always coming through with the cool puns there, Terry. Matt Tracker. I like to combine game hunting and trim hunting into the same trip just to save time. My go-to place is the used The Gene Store. They have a great selection of things to play and games too. I like that last sentence. That gives me a chuckle. That's a great comedic line to use places where you say something, but it's not actually what you mean to say. That is always a crowd pleaser. Now, game hunting and trim hunting, both can be considered hunting. One is like a short term, unless you turn it into like a consistent trim, but sometimes it's temporary, So comparing game hunting and trim hunting, it'll be interesting to actually outline the differences. A lot of planning can go into both. You go different places, into the wild. There are certain concentrations of trim in certain places, like let's say the club, let's say certain places and everything. Sometimes it's actually interesting to find a game or trim in an uncommon place. That adds to it. But yeah, you have combined both to save time. That's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing there, Matt. Arioka. You're going to break Wilt Chamberlain's all-time records if you keep uploading so much. Keep exposing these frauds. Good job. A couple days ago, I did. I was on a roll. And when I'm on a roll, it's just kind of fun. It's just fun, right? Sometimes I'm really busy. Most times I'm very busy. But sometimes I have some free time. Maybe something didn't happen a certain day, or just I'm ahead on a lot of my projects or things of that nature. I got some time off of work, and I'm like, you know what? I have some free time. I'm going to reward my loyal audience. And I just kind of was boom, 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 boom. So I hope people enjoyed that. It's not going to be that common, though. Usually I can only upload about maybe once or twice a day. Sean A. One system I guarantee nobody's going to scalp. Could you imagine getting an Amico and you got it for $300 and you actually think that you're going to scalp it, right? There's probably some people out there. There's a couple people that would probably pay more than $300 for an Amico, maybe, but you'd have to be deep into the Amico cult to actually do that. But most of them probably are getting free Amicos, I would say. I mean, otherwise, why would they be following Tommy around going to all those places if they don't get anything out of it? I just don't know. But $300 for an Amico. Could you imagine being at a table trying to sell that thing for $300 to somebody that maybe is not in the cult? They come by, they look at it, and they go, dude, why are you trying to scalp this? And they think it's worth $100, and you're trying to explain, no. This is actually the price. I'm not scalping it. I can't sell it for 500 or 600. For some reason, I can't scalp this and I have to sell it at cost. And then you wind up losing $200 because all that people will give you is $100. It's that, again, for people that are just not in the Amico cult. Sleazy fellow. Well, at least he didn't get ripped off by a prostitute this time. Talking about Boogie 2988. I have watched the YouTubes with the Boogie Woogie Woogie, the 2988s, and I want him to come to Kazakhstan because I hear he likes the prostitutes. Just so happens Kazakhstan is #1 in prostitutes. And my sister, she is top prostitute, 3 years running, wowie wee wow, in this country. You come here, Boogie Woogie Woogie. We make a deal. I let you come here, and you use my sister. But I need you and your very, very super shiny bright teeth. At night, I have problems with the raccoons and the gypsies coming in my front yard, stealing out my trash can. I need you to come here and bring your big American pow pow wee wow pow pow gun. You bring the gun with you and you scare off the gypsies and then you show your bright shiny teeth and you scare them and then I let you use my sister. That'd be great success.